Let me make sure. Is we live though? That's the question. Let me make sure. Is we live though? Oh yeah, we lit. We lit. What up, Chicago? It's your man, Faster Diamonds. We black yet again, man. It's Wednesday night. You know how we getting down, baby. The Ghetto Update is here. The Ghetto News Network. We talking any and all things Chicago, man, and dealing with the black community. Let's get into everything right after this. Let's go.
I got it on live. It's official now, I'm impossible to stop. Ain't no way you're leaving on top because I got it on live. Climb my way up now and I ain't falling, I ain't calling it game. You see, I got it on live. Ain't no changing me, I'm exactly as I came to be. Better cuff me up and hope these federals is taking me. Lock me up in chains, even shackle up my name. It ain't changed, the point that I see the game. Got it on live.
Yeah, it finally worked. Let's go. It finally worked, man. It finally worked, man. The music intro finally worked. We black yet again, man. It's your man, Faster Damas, and we here, man, for the Ghetto News Network, baby. The Ghetto Update. We here to get it pop locking, man. Let me bring my panelists in today. My co-host, my big bro, Turk is in the building. What up, doe, bro? What's
What it
going
is,
on
my
with it?
brother.
Already. Hey, man, we here, man, for the Ghetto Update, man. It's another week gone by, bro. It's been a lot of shit that's been happening, that's been going on. People been
Gotcha.
thinking it's been a lot that's going on. It's been a lot going on and happening in Chicago, man. We got to dig into it because this is the Ghetto Update. Because we talk about any and everything Chicago, the Ghetto News Network, and we're going to get it all on the table, man. You know what I'm saying? And give our opinions out. Let's see. Hold on. Somebody on the hotline. Let's see who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, Dollar Bill in the building. What up, Dollar
Bill,
Bill? What up, though?
Bill!
What up, though?
Yeah.
Oh, he got his audio work. He got to get it together. He get it together. He'll be on, man. But
Superstar.
there you go.
Superstar.
Dollar Bill in the building. What's cracking?
Superstar.
What's going on, Ghetto Update? You know where we at? We in the
Hey,
building. Black, baby. Black.
I'm glad to see you, Black.
What up? What up, though? What up, though?
Absolutely. Man, go Eagles. Undefeated. Let's get it.
I
He
know I'm with
You
you
already
undefeated. He
too,
know.
rocking
What's
them
going
Eagles, huh?
on? Up in here.
All
Yo,
Up
right.
in here.
We're going to get to that in a minute. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
hey, man,
Because I
somebody
tell
got an
for
What's
echo in
Detroit.
the
going on?
background.
Where we at? Where we at?
Somebody got an
What's going
echo.
on?
That's your audio. Somebody, you got to turn off one of them things. Mute one of them.
We can hear
Hold
you.
on. I'm on the Bluetooth. It's probably me. Probably me because I'm on the Bluetooth.
Okay, you on.
That's
I'm
all
gonna have
right.
to cut it over speakerphone or something. Come on,
Let
man.
me turn
We
this
still
thing
going to go
live,
with it.
man. Make sure that everything is up.
Can you hear me now? I gotta get the
Yeah,
speaker on somehow. So I'm driving my car.
that's way better. That's
How do
way
I
better.
turn the
That's all
speaker
right.
on, man? Oh my
Hey,
God.
listen. I'm glad everybody who want to
Just give me a
join on
few
board.
minutes. I'll
I'm
be
glad to
home.
have you on
I'm
board. This
riding
is a
right here.
wonderful
Y'all
ride.
can
Yep. This is a
Hey, man.
wonderful way to be able to say you have a voice and your voice means something. And when you speak your mind and you speak your voice out there for people to hear it, a lot of people want to shut it down. And so now we're not going to allow that here. This is the same conversation my brother and I have, Billy and I have. Well, this is the same way we talk. Now, if you want to come over here and be a half kicking it phony motherfucker, you can cuss everybody else out on the phone, but at the same time, you're kissing their ass tomorrow morning.
Right. We ain't doing no wishy-washy over here, right?
There you
Say
go.
we ain't doing no wishy-washy.
I ain't
Either you
kissing your
gonna come.
motherfucking ass today, tomorrow, the next day,
Right.
unless we're doing something illicit.
Be you when you come on this Ghetto Update, dog. Say don't be nobody but yourself, god.
There you go.
Hey, man, let's get off into Ghetto Update, man. Let's look at a few things, man. I want to share some clips. So you know how we do it. We're gonna watch a few videos, man,
There
and
you
a
go.
couple of clips, and then we're gonna talk about how we feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna share this clip, man. I want y'all to take a listen and check this out. Hold on a second. Somebody on the line.
Did the echo go away?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit better. Uh-oh, we got
Whoa.
the divine feminine on in the building. This is Leslie. You got to get
My
her mic.
baby girl, bring yourself in there, girl. Beautiful woman.
You got to
Miss
get your mic.
Leslie,
You got to get your mic and your camera right.
turn the mic and the
Come
camera
on,
on. You
girl.
gotta take the slash out the little dash down
Slash out the dash. Yeah. Get the slash out the dash. All right, Dig, let's get
there.
it
Dash
popping.
out the dash. Let's get it.
Check this out. Look at this
She
video.
can
I
hear.
want y'all to tell me about this.
Woo. What
Hit
the
it.
hell's that?
This year, the Sun-Times is taking a deep look at the gun violence that makes some of Chicago's neighborhoods so dangerous to live in. We decided to find out which block in Chicago has the most shootings, and we discovered it wasn't in Englewood or the West Side. It is actually the 6400 block of South Martin Luther King Drive on the edge of the Woodlawn community.
63rd.
Dangerous out here, man. You ain't from here, don't come here. Please don't. It's real, it's hectic.
19 people were shot on that block between June 2011 and June 2014.
Damn.
2 of them were killed. One of them, a reputed gang member named Sherrod Liggins, was shot in the head in February 2012. The popular rapper Lil Durk mentioned Liggins' murder in one of his songs.
I guess when you really think about it, it's rough because a lot of shootings happen. But then I guess you could say it's rough.
We asked the police about all these shootings. They said most of them happened in 2011 and 2012. They said new strategies have been put into place to focus on the gang conflicts driving the shootings in the area. They said shootings are down as a result. It's true that nobody's been killed on the block for 2 years, but in October, a man was shot in the face in a supermarket on the block.
Damn.
Many residents don't feel safe.
You have to watch your back. Always watch over your shoulder. The police do be around, but I mean, crime still goes on. I rush my son in the house because you never know what's gonna happen. So I don't allow my son to play in the playground either. Like I'll take him to a far out, better neighborhood to let him play on the
Wow. God damn, man. She had to take him to another neighborhood just to go play.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards. Yeah,
That's
we print
crazy,
that.
man.
But did you know we
We
also
got
print
sponsors
that
and everything. We ain't doing
and
none of
that?
them commercials right now. But Dig, man, what y'all thought about that, man? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of damn stuff on O Block. They call it O Block over there, but that's right off of 64th and in the Woodlines, right over there where you was brought up, Turk. They say it's the most dangerous in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? That's where you was raised, born and raised around that way. You know what I'm saying? In the Woodlines.
And it still hurts to this day.
Damn, man. To this day, the
Yeah,
roughest
I've
neighborhood.
actually seen more death than I've been to funerals.
Yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of funerals I wouldn't attend because there's nobody trying to figure this thing out. And I
yeah,
think it's more of an issue of something greater than what these other people are trying to manipulate. And
right.
because um, yeah,
63rd, man. That shit be
well,
crazy.
either way it go, look here,
Hello,
I
everyone.
just
What's up,
try to
Leslie?
do the right thing back then. It was my heart and soul. And I was talking about it recently that I amassed a good group of people, and when the opportunity arises, I would stand outside to watch older.
It's all right, bro. It's all right. I'm gonna hold you down, man. Leslie, what you think about the crime rate in 63rd, man, right over there by Cottage Grove, where grandma's, you know what I'm saying, grandma house was. In that area, they say it's the worst, murders area, in Chicago, around 64th and King Drive. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
honestly, I've lived in Maywood in the western suburbs for since latter years of high school. So I can't speak about the West Side. I am originally a West Sider, or about the South Side. I'm a West Sider, and there was a time when I went to school on the South Side, and I was considered oddball, or some thought I was rough around the edges. I probably still am, but the South Side was considered so much classier, or just more refined individuals than the West Siders. And it breaks my heart, to know that it's come to that, because um, living in and growing up in an area that was considered really rough. I mean, from grade school, I grew up in K Town, and
Right,
I'm sure it still um, is rough. However, it's just the entire city of Chicago is off the chain. You can't tell me that 63rd Street is any worse than any other. Yeah, and I say this because we know how the news stories go and what's reported to the news.
right,
So we have no idea what is what the crime rate is really in general areas. We know, statistically, you have people that will report break-ins or thefts to their cars and so forth. But I think it's designed to infiltrate guns and things like it's been for quite a while into our neighborhood so that we kill each other.
yeah.
And,
It's
and
just,
that's
it's been a
exactly
large
what's happening.
epidemic, man. We get the division that we have in Chicago with the gang, history that we have, folks, and vice lords, and stones and all of that. But GDs and all of that, we got the history, man, and we've been against one another for so many years. It's just sad to see another generation of young blacks, coming up in that aspect of, violence and
Right,
crime and
right.
all of that. You
I
know what I'm saying?
agree. But what I can say about that in the gangs, as much as people, can speak negatively about that, at least back then there was a hierarchy and there
Right.
was some sense of order. And now you have absolutely none. And
Yeah.
every man for himself, and no one wants to be in the pecking order. Everybody wants to be the king. So
Yeah.
that lends to um people feeling like they're more powerful than they actually are,
Right.
and they take it out on others. It's sad.
I want to
Well,
show
what
y'all
I
this.
like to go
Go
ahead,
ahead, bro.
baby.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Yeah, because I like to attribute that to Burger King, because you could have it your way, but you're still the king.
Right. You can have it your way, but you still the king. But they don't understand that process. They don't understand that part.
They don't
Get the
understand much
matrix
of
on them.
anything.
Hit
Yeah,
the matrix on them one time. Billy on the matrix.
Come on, Billy. And I'm glad my cousin's on there. And this is what I try to say. I don't interrupt. I love our conversations. See, this is what's brilliant about our people. We actually hear each other, but we feel more pain than we want to have understanding, because we don't want you to go through pain.
Right. Well, not only that, man. Let me show y'all this video right here, man, real quick. Let me show y'all this video, man. If y'all can see this. Uh, this one right here.
You
I
that
want.
fam? Come on with it.
I'm coming with it. I want to show y'all this video
I
here.
ain't say, bro.
Now, this gonna
what
blow
you
your
trying to
mind.
do, sir?
This gonna blow your mind. Hold on a second. This one right here gonna blow your mind. If it ain't already blown yet. All right. Here we go. And we're gonna share this. All right, go. Now this is very violent. You know what I'm saying? That was extremely violent. That was not in Israel right now. You know what I'm saying? That was actually in Chicago. Guess where though? Not 63rd, but it was downtown.
River North. I know. I know exactly where it was.
Downtown. They out there shooting like they in Iraq.
Right. That
Downtown.
actually happened outside of a club too. So once again, it's easy for us to say, point the finger and say who the perpetrators are and who brings the violence and so forth. But every single weekend, you have a enormous amount of teenagers, and I say teenagers because they're all kids to me. They come in from the burbs, or wherever they come from, and they go to all these little clubs, and most of them are probably underage. I mean, because young people, I'd say young African American Black kids, they're not hanging out at these clubs like that. Now, I don't know. It looks like that guy was Black. It just looks like it to me. But I don't really know. I mean, obviously. But it doesn't surprise me, or it wouldn't surprise me if that was some young white kid.
Right.
That came in from whatever the suburbs that they come in from, and I mean they come in like droves. I happened to be dropping my girlfriend off, who lived right in the area one weekend on a Saturday night, and I just couldn't believe it. I had never seen. You would think that back in the day you were driving down what they call the Holstro. You got all these girls with their little itsy bitty little teeny.
Yeah.
Little dresses on, and they go into these clubs. So it doesn't take
What's
much.
happening, cuz? What's going on with it?
Hey. So yeah, it just doesn't take much when you add an environment where you have young people who have access to alcohol, and most of them are carrying guns.
Yeah, and that's the major thing, man. We talking about the guns and how the guns are getting into the city. You know what I'm saying? We coming from Indiana, from the next state over, they bringing those guns through that way because it's a Republican state, as we know. You know what I'm saying? And they got lesser gun laws, or not as restrict as Chicago, but Chicago has more guns than Indiana, if that makes any sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Be like, how in the world can they have gun restriction laws in place in Illinois? You know what I'm saying? But they have the most weapons and guns in Chicago. So obviously they're getting them from somewhere. They shipping them in from somewhere. Somebody supplying the guns in that environment. And the kids, man, they get a lot of stuff that they deal with as far as like, they not working. There's no jobs for them. You know what I'm saying?
So how can they fucking afford the guns? See, this is the problem that I have.
Yeah.
I really do have a problem with this. You know what I'm saying? I was able at the age of maybe 13, 14 to get a pea shooter.
Right.
They shooting off AKs, dog. How much does that cost? These motherfuckers ain't got no jobs. Who paying for this? See, this is the thing that I have to have a question, because there was nobody in my lifetime would give me enough motherfucking money to afford a AK. I had to work a part-time job 2 times and 3 times over just to get a little Humpty that didn't even have a fucking hood on the trunk.
Dang.
So I'm trying to figure this out. A $3,000 or $4,000 weapon, and you can buy the ammunition to go with it.
Right.
Have to come from somewhere. They always used to say, and they still do it. Watch these little stupid ass shows, and they really tells us, but they got to be sneaky with it, because realistically, they say, hey, listen, follow the money trail.
Right. Who got the bread? Is it the drug
Now,
dealers?
now, is it the 12th grader who just walked in and just massacred the entire place?
Ain't no way.
Or now he's in 12. Okay, or maybe it's the 21-year-old that walks into a movie theater and massacre people.
Right.
He ain't even got a crib.
Right.
I wish he had got a girlfriend. It would have changed his mind that night.
Yeah. Hopefully, Dan, they change a lot of this stuff, man.
Where is the money coming from for people that shit that I can't even buy or afford?
I don't know, man. That's a question, man, that they have for the politicians. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Matrix.
question for that's a
Nah.
question for the police department.
How
That's
do
a
you
question.
get money? How do a child get more money than you? And you still feeding this motherfucker.
Right.
This motherfucker can't even afford a Big Mac number 6.
Right. How they getting these weapons like this? How they getting these weapons like this?
Hello. See, so the things that are happening, as far as I'm concerned, not cutting anyone off, because everybody feels that I am, and I'm glad you got me tied up on time. But the thing of it is that no, I can go with it one way or the other. I don't know who's supplying them and what's really going on. I really don't know. I ain't gonna lie. But
Yeah.
the shit they got, I want all of it.
They got they got arsenal enough to take on everything
If
in
a
Israel,
12-year-old kid,
Hamas, all types of shit.
bro, if a 12-year-old kid can afford one of them weapons, I should have 19,000 of them motherfuckers.
You get your army, look. Get your army
That's right.
started, look.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna come up with a later conversation with that.
Right. Come up with an army. So, Dig, let me show y'all this, man. I'm gonna share this screen with y'all. So, bro sent this to me. This is an article they had. Chicago homicide declined in 2022, but the total is still amongst the highest since 1990. Now, I don't know how that's possible for them to be able to have their numbers go down, but they have still the highest rate since 2022. It says Chicago in 2022 will record its fewest homicides since before the COVID-19 pandemic, but the city's totals for the year will still rank amongst the highest since 1990s. According to the data, Chicago Police Department, there were 695 homicides in Chicago from January 1st to December 31st. That total marks a double-digit percentage decline over each of the last 2 years, but will still sit as the fourth most homicides in the city since 1999. You know what I'm saying? So what you think about that, bro?
Well, like I say, everybody want everything to change, but it stays the same. And the reason that the reason that they're having the numbers to stay the same is because too many people started living or they have been killed. The number rate is 600. Do the number and do the math, and you can say that, yeah, because if one person died, you killed in 10 generations.
Right.
So the numbers are gonna start going down. If you put a nigga on life for his life in prison, what he gonna do? He ain't gonna screw Bobo up the ass and then say, man, we're gonna make a lot of children.
Right. It ain't gonna happen, Captain.
So
It
the
ain't gonna
math,
happen.
do the fucking math. And that's why it stays the same, because it's down. Everything is down. People are trying to get the hell out of there. You showed it earlier. You showed the lady saying, we don't know what the fuck to do.
Right.
I grew up with that. I watched that.
Yeah. On 63rd. Right there on 63rd, Cottage Grove. She says they don't know what to do with the shooting and all of the violence that's going on in Chicago on the 64th block near Cottage Grove and Canyon Drive. So
Listen, hey bro, when they start tearing down all the projects, when they started at Cabrini Green, them motherfuckers was, man, they was swinging the boulders. They had the cameras out there, and it was cute. It said, we ain't leaving.
That's what they
said,
told
we
me.
okay.
They don't care. They ain't going nowhere.
No, they were swinging the boulders to tear it down, and the people said, no, we ain't leaving our shit.
That's when they did the Section 8 and got rid of the good
Mm.
time projects right off State Street, huh? Got rid of all that.
No, Cabrini Green is on what's the name? And that's totally north.
Division and
Yeah, Division and going down to what's the name? But what I'm trying to say is that I'm listen. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
No. I was just giving you the boundaries, the streets.
Yeah.
Division, Clybourne, Orleans.
Yep. And when they start tearing it down, it was on the news. These people was just not leaving.
Yeah.
They weren't gonna do it.
No.
They was gonna stay.
Yes.
That's where they grew
You're
up.
not gonna destroy that everything that we have fucked up that we used to. See, human beings are creatures of habit. If you used to waking up at midnight because you work nights, you're gonna be fucked up in the day.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So their habit was whatever's fucked up there is gonna be fucked up everywhere.
Right.
I went down there and I used to go down there all the time because my brother had a daughter that lived down there. And so I would always check on them, give them some money, a little this, a little that, a little touch here, a little touch there. That's family. You know what I'm saying? But I learned from my daughter, his daughter, that, this is my niece. And she said, yeah, they break them in at 10 years old. I said, what do you mean? 10 years old. She said they break them in at 10 or 9 or 10, and that's where the girl X came in. I was the only motherfucking black man that stood up.
Girl X. I remember Girl X. I remember that
I'm sure you do.
story.
Because it have to be a memory because that's what I did. The guy poured bleach down her throat.
Yeah.
After raping her.
Terrible. Yeah, that was crazy.
So she could not talk. He punched her eyes out. Now she's deaf and cannot hear. He stuck shit in her ears. Everything. I don't think he meant to kill her, but he wanted to punish her more just for his own gratification of satisfaction. See, people do not understand things. I have to live with this.
Yeah, the mental illness, man. That's crazy.
All right, moving on.
All right, dig, man. So not only are the kids acting a goddamn fool in Chicago, we got some more. Hold on a second, man. We got some more. I want to share this. I'm going to share this video. Let me see if I can set it up. Hold on a second.
Come on, Billy. We're waiting on you.
Yeah, let me get it. Let me get
I'm coming in the building.
I know you. Let's get it on. Me and you.
I'm about to be in the yellow room with my goddamn bear.
Let me get it together.
Right. He's one of the most brilliant brothers out there.
Knowledge.
Let me get it together.
Education.
I'm gonna get it together. Here we go.
Come on, push the damn button, man.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. All right, here we go. I gotta get. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Y'all can't see that. All right, here we go. Let me see. Hold on.
You stop screwing up with the button. I want Billy to see this.
Hey, bro, come on.
If you ain't got you got to call the white guy. Come on, bro, let's go. Gary, come on, bro, let's go.
Damn.
What the
His ass.
fuck was
God
that? Why
damn.
did man like that? What the fuck? What's that all about?
Man, I don't know, man. That was in Chicago downtown. And for some reason, they was into it, man. And not only the young people,
He looked like he was a
but you
bum.
got the older people.
He looked like he was a bum. They was picking on a bum, man. That's low life in the motherfucker. Like shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the bum had a knife.
Oh, it did?
He had a
Okay, I
knife.
didn't catch that part.
Yeah,
That's what he had.
yeah. Because
What
at first
up?
it
What
looked
up,
like
cuz?
What
Dick
up,
in the
baby?
building.
In the building. Blacker than ever.
Yeah, God bless the ghetto.
Is that Big Dan?
Hey,
Somebody got another thing, like a microphone.
hit the slash button on the dash.
Somebody
On the
got
mic dash. Hit the
yeah.
slash button on the mic dash.
Got
The slash button on the mic dash. Down
somebody got
below.
an echo.
Not me.
Hit the slash button.
Hit the slash on the dash. On the microphone. Touch it.
That might be
that
Dank.
might be.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's Leslie.
It might be.
Is that him?
Uh-oh.
It's an
Hold
echo.
on.
Oh.
You got too many mics open.
Hey,
If you got
That could be it. Mute one mic at a time, and then we'll all say something, and we'll just go around the room.
one microphone.
I mean, mine first.
All right, I can hear you. Can you hear me though? Yeah, I can hear you. Y'all got me?
Yes,
stop pushing too many goddamn.
Can you hear me now? Am I echoing?
I can hear you. Oh, I think that's yours, Billy. It's an echo.
It's an echo. Where's it coming from?
I don't know. When you hear mute, they didn't do it. Yeah, now you back. All right, bet. So, Dig, man, what y'all think about Dude, man? You know, not only the kids shooting up.
No. Where's Dan?
There he is, right
That's
there.
going on. That's going on with your microphone, Turk. That ain't my microphone. Because I can still hear it out music.
It's a feedback. It's a lot of feedback. Can't hear.
All right, we can finish
Is
this
he
last
talking?
segment, but get Dan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he got to hit his microphone because his ain't coming through. His audio ain't coming through. Hey, Dank, you got to get your audio. You got to hit the audio button on your phone. On your phone.
I want people.
Hit the red dash on the microphone. Below. So it's right down. Yeah. Right over there somewhere, down the bottom.
The red
Microphone.
dash.
Red microphone. Red dash on the microphone. Touch it.
Yeah, put the slash on it. Hit it.
Right.
Yeah, I
For
thought
some
I heard
reason,
it.
I can't hear. I ain't hear nothing. He talking, but I can't hear him. Your audio. You gotta hit the audio.
All right. We'll work through this.
He's looking for it too.
Yeah, man. We got a bad connection.
Anyway, we're going to talk about. Let me do something real quick. I'm going to get this shit up real quick. Because realistically, the white man whooping another nigga on the street is not an irrepresentation of whether or not niggas think they have superiority in the county that niggas think they own.
Yeah, the audio is terrible.
That's
what
better.
up?
All right, hey,
Whatever
come on,
you
let's don't
get.
worry about. Hey, 'cause I'd love to see my brother, and I got my sister in them there. You know, I love all of that. But at the same time, yeah, the motherfucking brother got his ass whooped. Bing bong. Stop running your fucking mouth if you're not ready to stand up with the fucking shit you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Move on. Turn around, leave. He had
But see,
many
it's not a
opportunities. He could have even fucking ran. Doesn't matter.
yeah, but I'm saying like it doesn't only we can't just paint the brush on the youth and say it's just the youth acting a
I didn't
fool in
say
Chicago.
nothing about no youth. I'm just saying a nigga out
Nah.
there trying to exercise the fact of understanding about other people living there. It's not gonna take that shit.
Yeah.
Where did the aggression come from with the dude, the bum that had the knife on the people? I don't understand that. I mean, I understand why
No,
they
the
protect
brother had the
themselves.
knife on the white
Where did he
dude.
get aggressive for? I didn't miss that part.
Right. See, the dude, the brother. Okay, the brother pulled the knife on the white dude. The white dude did. He got down. He ended up beating that nigga down. I would do the same motherfucking thing. You don't walk up on me, and that it actually happened to me. I went to the
It's
store.
funny.
It was like the finalization of me leaving that fucking dirty ass, raggedy ass town. I'm going to the store, and I just went in to get what I wanted to get. The dude asked me for some change before I could get in the store. I said, well, you know, I don't have much right now. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker watched me change over $1 and told me and called me a fucking liar.
What?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Yes.
All right, we got it worked out. We got it worked out. What's up? What's up?
Oh my God.
Bring
Hey,
everybody
Dan.
in. I love my family. I do not lie. I love them with everything in my heart.
But now I seen that video. Let me just say this. Why is this woman holding this man and he in the middle of a fight?
I don't know.
Me, we gonna have issues.
See, Dad,
She
he
just
threw a
crazy.
twist on it.
She's just crazy.
Yeah. What you doing? This man
But he beat
hardworking man.
the brakes out of that fool ass nigga.
You can't do that.
See? I'm tired of people riding on the coattails of real black people. Come on.
I think it's your mic, Jay.
It's
Hold on, Pat. Now, I don't know. I got scared of Dan. And we left the party, and I don't know what really was going on, but I do remember it was going to be a situation and we could check it. But Dan grabbed it, and he went on 10. He busted motherfuckers' windows out, all that shit. I'm like, oh, damn, I don't know. I just thought we could just whip their ass real quick. You know? Am I making this shit up?
But damn, well.
And we go all the way back from 117 horses all the way back. You know what I'm saying? And the guys, I said, my boys always sitting on their heels when nobody was around. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, dank snap. That's supposed to do. You have the right to snap when somebody's fucking with you when you ain't fucking with them.
That's called self-defense.
No, it's not. It's called 20 to life. I don't know what
Tina,
justice system you talking about.
It is self-defense. Oh boy, had
My man,
enough.
okay. All right, Kurt, I hear you and I feel you.
But
And
his woman was.
Go ahead. Okay.
Go
Tina, you
ahead,
froze.
Tina.
Tina, you froze.
Big T there?
Yeah, she got to restart it.
I
All right,
did?
you black.
No, I said it was self-defense, but his woman was stupid.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
She wasn't. She was all in the way and stuff like that, man. I don't understand why they was fighting in the first damn place. I mean, it didn't make no sense to me.
All I know is the nigga got his ass whipping was begging for change on the ground.
Right.
I don't know if he was begging. I don't know what he was begging for, but he did have a little weapon or something. So.
Yeah, he put it like a little knife, one of the motherfucking things you get from the Dollar Tree. Yeah.
Right.
And he got his fucking ass beat. And that's what your fucking ass get. Move around.
Oh my God.
Stop fucking with people.
Yeah.
Violence do come from everywhere, but this unnecessary violence with the new generation, I think that's where, there's not enough education. They're letting the parents don't care, right? They're letting them get into too many of these rap videos where they got the guns and everything like that and sagging their pants and everything. So now they got to support an image to be cool. That's what I think is what's going on today. Because we all got
all the
common
ladies
sense.
watching this man. That man is bad. And he makes all the sense in the world. Listen, I like my family because we got too much history. We'll spill a lot of that. A lot of it I kept quiet about for years, for decades, over and over again. And so I don't mind when phony kicking people don't want to come on board because they don't want to tell the truth about who they really are. I don't have anything to lose. Right. But my thing of it is that I love the panel and a Dan. And he knows this. Because he got more than I can say that he really want to say. And I want him to really say it for once.
Well, let me say this about that. And then you could talk about this.
Man,
it's an old school saying for what just happened there. Remember how they used to say he wrote a check that his ass couldn't cash?
Right.
That's what it was. Bottom line. Okay. He wrote the check. He brought it to the table. He got it. He got it cash.
Right.
He got handed back his change.
It's still a winning story, man. I love you. I love all of you.
We still got to
so what happened to duking it out? At the end of a good fight, you can see who's the winner. You sit here,
been gone
Echo.
for a long time.
I know.
Don't nobody want to fight no more. And if they lose, now they got to kill you.
Right, because they're embarrassed now.
Except those brothers that in Alabama that went after guys on the boat. They just duped it out.
Exactly. And look at how good that felt.
Right.
Well, maybe so, but maybe that's only because they didn't have nowhere to come back to. You know how brothers do. We'll fight. I'll be back. They know where to come find them at. They didn't know where to come find them at. So that's
they call that. They call that spin the block.
Hello, boy.
We still got an echo.
Hey,
what's going on?
I don't know. All right, curator. I want to talk about this. Our time is running down. And I want to bring on this one as well. And we got Tina. We want to talk about the East Coast as well, and things like that. I love to have some hearing and some feeling because we don't get those things. It's always edited out to a zone. But I know. Listen. Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
I weigh about 119, 117 pounds.
Yeah.
My average weight is 275.
Right.
So I want to hear this honestly. So I didn't realize, I said I'm going to take care of all of my responsibilities on Monday because realistically, I can feel
nose,
it.
bro. Wipe your nose. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying because it's emotional to me. I'm the one living in my skin. I don't know how other people can die with me, even if you were my friend. But at the same time, I said, damn, Monday is, I'm going to have everything done. All of these 19,000 pieces of paper, like I'm going to court.
Right.
And I said, well, okay, it said it's Monday. No, it's a holiday. I said, really? It's a holiday? So I turned and looked on the news. And they said it's Columbus Day. And I said, what? And so I looked on the news. I said, really? In Arizona, I got you. And I want everybody to understand this.
Get your nose. Yeah, there you go, bro.
Yeah. And
All
so
right.
I looked at it and I said, well, it's Columbus Day, really? When I looked on the news, they said, no, it's the Indigenous Day, Indigenous Peoples Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day, yeah.
I'm not making this up.
Nah, you right.
No.
That what they say.
They saying fuck Columbus Day.
Right. They changed the name. They
Yeah.
changed the name.
They changed it a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Well, my understanding was two different celebrations, I thought. But I don't know.
No.
Nah.
Nah, it's the same. What they got out there in Arizona?
Well, it was Indigenous Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day.
I don't know. All I know is that it caught me off guard.
I didn't even realize it was a holiday till I was at work and somebody told me it's a holiday and I'm like, what? What day is it? And they said it's Indigenous Peoples Day. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, Columbus Day? And I'm like, oh. I'm like, when did they change the name? And they said it just came out today. And I'm like, how could they just change the name all of a sudden? Like, so weird.
We got political correct.
Yeah.
But this is the thing that makes me emotional. And that's because slowly but surely we're going to wipe away these white ass motherfucking pieces of bullshit that we always had, that we always been disgusted with in the beginning.
Right.
Wipe it all
And
out.
the people in Chicago are now demanding that they replace the Columbus statue that was removed.
Replace it? What you mean?
Yeah, they removed it when Lori Lightfoot was mayor. They removed it, and now they want it back. And they were protesting, and they want it back.
Oh,
Who is
wow.
that? What people?
I would imagine it was mostly Italians. Italian Americans in Chicago.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the Mayor Brandon Johnson, I want to show y'all a clip on what he dealing with right now in Chicago. I got this clip, man, that I want y'all to talk about this one. This one is something crazy. Let me see if I can get it up here.
I love my people, my brethren and my sisterin.
Check this out.
I'm doing my part to continue to make sure that Chicagoans who have been in this city, who have needed support, and particularly our black families, I know there's been a tremendous burden, particularly on black Chicago. I am fully aware of that. Y'all know where I live. Y'all know how many schools have been shut down in Austin, mental health clinics. Administration after administration has taken away from black people, not mine. And I want to make this point very clear as well. We're trying to make sure that migrants are not on floors. So when individuals say that black folks want what migrants want, it's not true. It's not. Black folks want what they deserve. And to compare the needs of black people to individuals who are being forced out of their countries because of bad foreign policy, who are living on floors, comparing the conditions in which descendants of slaves have had to endure to migrants who are sleeping on floors, I question how much you actually care and love about black people and understand their conditions.
Hey, that's powerful. That's powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson. The brother is speaking on being black in Chicago and how stuff that's been going on politically in that city for centuries. Several administrations from Daley, Richard Daley, the senior, then number 2. And a lot of these people, man, I'm gonna read some stuff, man. I'm gonna show y'all this. A lot of these people are, Chicago is a very segregated town. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
What?
Totally.
Y'all already know. Hold on a second. Let me show you this.
Do.
Can y'all see this right
No.
here? I don't even know if I can read that. Can you
Stop
read
bringing
that?
that stuff up.
I can't
read it. Okay, don't worry about it. Y'all go ahead and speak on what the mayor had to say, man, in Chicago.
I tell you like this.
Go ahead.
If everybody want to marinate on it, I'd like for Dan to give me his perspective because he's there. I don't know if he get the opportunity sometimes to really see what these people are doing in the background, why he get up and every goddamn morning go to work for the past
Well, I
35,
just got
40
a
years.
question. Because here's my thing. He's saying that, and all that sounds good. But when I'm looking around and I'm looking at the neighborhoods they putting these people in, it don't match. It don't match.
Our neighborhood.
They putting them right over here on 115th and Halston. That ain't too far from me. They putting them in all these neighborhoods that are of color. I don't see them putting them out there in the white people's neighborhood.
See, they putting them in the hood. They putting up the migrants in the hood, huh? So they can
That's what I'm seeing.
take over the hood.
Yeah.
Where they gonna run y'all
But
down
he's
to
talking a
first?
good game. I mean, all that he said sounds wonderful and great and all that, but I don't see it happening. I don't see the action, that he's doing don't match up with the stuff he talking.
Well, all
So
I
he
know
out
is,
there false flagging, huh? Go ahead,
well,
bro.
I want to cut this in real quick, and I hope I'm not taking anything away from anyone or anybody. I think I'm interrupting. But at the same time, see, I got a phone call from this individual that's on here, and he said, hey, "Listen, Turk, I'm having a problem." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Man, it's a dude at the door that got a gun to my girl's head. This is safety of his home." I said, "Damn, I'm on my way,
Right.
but I can't get there soon enough, or a trigger, or a bullet." You see what I'm saying? These are the things that are just like, come on, it's just too stupid and ridiculous in that area. And I'd like for everybody else in this country, if you have a black skin event, or you're trying to connect with your own people, or you're trying to stay ready, or you hate the fact that, you know what I'm saying, hey, this black woman or this black man fucking a white woman or a white man, you know, these types of things. This is what we coming from. We coming from what happens to us.
Right.
It's a real situation. I like on this hand on.
What you think about that, Leslie?
Well, I mean, as far as the migrants go, I do totally agree. And where they are placing them, or where they're actually building encampments or tents or whatever it is that they're putting in place, they are primarily in minority neighborhoods. And I do know that as far as protesters are concerned, and the community meetings that they have, I don't know exactly what they call them now, when the aldermen may have town hall meetings and so forth, white people show up. They show up and they protest, and they will raise to the holy hell if you do it in their neighborhood. And I think we just don't do it enough. And I'm not saying that we aren't. I heard that they were planning on taking over after school community center in Garfield Park. And but black people are protesting. And again, it's an after school programs that's there. Different various events are held for seniors in the community there, and they're fighting back. So I don't know. It will be interesting to see how they move forward, and if they actually do end up placing them there.
So if they put them in those areas, that's gonna put them in closer to more the white communities and stuff, more or less.
No. What I'm saying is that it just disenfranchises us even more. That's a community that is a black community, and if you have a facility or a community-based facility that caters to elderly people or caters to children after school, then they should not be putting them there. They should build
taking that away from them to put these people.
Exactly.
And now they taking away the little resources, the few resources we still have left to place these people somewhere.
When the mayor, do you think the mayor's getting pushed back from his council members in order to be able to fight against that, or is he fighting an uphill battle against them to put them where they should be? Is he fighting?
I don't know. I don't think that he is primarily in control of where they're being put. I don't think, but I don't live in Chicago. I live outside of Chicago, so I don't know what the process is, but I don't think that is his decision solely.
Man.
Well, I'd like to say this. It's a job. They know everybody that fucked it up in the past, so they can't be no worse than the last. So if it's a job, yeah, sure. You got all the perks that's going to come with it. It is a political position. You voted for me, so you either look stupid for voting for me, or you gotta keep defending me. Now, when people push back, that's when the other ones get quiet because they feel stupid. Now, so and they shut the fuck up. Now the other people come. But in that particular county, there is no other side. There's only one side. I used to grow up and I used to always say, I would cut my left hand off because I don't need it to sign my signature.
Right.
And that's what's happening in that particular
You totally
area.
lost me with
I
that,
love for
but okay.
everybody.
I
my
didn't
logic.
follow.
Okay, well, Republican
You was breaking up.
in Cook County.
Huh?
Where
that
is a
again, please.
Republican? Where's a Republican in
Where are the
Cook County?
Republicans in Cook County?
Hold
They're
on. Y'all
scattered
keep it
about.
rocking.
They are there. They just are many of them that are elected officials, but they're there. So why you
There's
asking?
never been a Republican in my life in Democratic Cook County. It just doesn't happen. They fight amongst themselves, which is
elected officials. I mean, is that your point? Elected officials are not there.
When was it in Cook County?
Yeah, I mean, it is. We know it primarily is Democrats, but I want to. Why are you asking?
No, see, if you'd heard what I was saying, and you know how you and I we can get it in for a very long time.
Okay, well, explain to me
that's how it is. It's not a balance. It's not like a, like a.
Of course, it isn't.
Right. It's all
I mean,
Democrats.
It's not all.
It
it's
is
majority, but it's not all.
Like I say, if you need 75 cents and you got $1, you can drop 18 cents out of your pocket, and you still have enough to get what you want.
All right, I'm black.
Okay, so what's your point?
Yeah, it did. Go ahead.
I guess I don't have one. I want to bring my brother in. I want to.
No. I want to understand what you were talking about in the context of politics or Chicago.
Well, I don't want to make it like a political thing because it's well known. Because before I even left, hold on, sis. Before I even left there, I was with people, and what they were doing is because when they started tearing down all the projects in Chicago, was sending them with money to run out to these suburbs, and the suburban people in different districts, like different counties, was like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? And they would finance it, and they would create more drama than the police people ever even expected. And so they said, we're going to do just the same thing that New York did to New Jersey. When New Jersey came out as the gangster town, New York said, we're going to give y'all own state.
See? And gave them all their stuff.
I'm going to walk away from this conversation because I'm right in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
What you think, Billy?
You talk about migration and migrants. I mean, I'm from Michigan. I'm from Michigan, right above y'all, and I got to see the best of it growing up as a little kid. You know,
I'm cheering for Detroit.
I used to go work in, because I wasn't in the city. I was actually up north, to where they had farmlands and things like that. And I used to go in the summertime when I didn't have school to work in the strawberry fields and stuff like that. And then that's when the migrants come up there to work. So I never knew the difference between a Paisa and an actual Mexican American until I came out to Arizona. And then, the bottom line about it is what I learned when I come out here to know the difference is like, where does it start from? Where does it start from? We're concentrating on all this other stuff after the fact of where it started from and why they're already here. What brought them here, right? Like all these ones, these legal migrants and stuff, found a way and loophole to come over and, hey, let me be your mail order broad. And then you marry her, and then next thing you know, her whole family can come over, right? And they're all migrants, they're all illegal immigrants, see? This is the bottom line. You got to stop it where it starts. And everybody's concentrating so much on everything else from after the fact of already being here that they're not even looking at that part. And it's not, there's nothing happening, and it's still to this very day, they're coming in by the millions per year because of that. Their whole family, once you marry somebody, they have rights. They can come over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me say something.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
This country, we know everybody knows it was built off of immigrants. Okay, it was cheap labor.
Right.
That's why they let them come on over. Hey, come on in. We're gonna put you to work. Do this, and we ain't gonna pay you nothing. But you're gonna, you're gonna get a little from. But here's the bottom line. Now, because remember they used to have sweatshops and all that stuff. You go in there, they don't dishes are terrible. It's full of immigrants, Mexicans, whatever. The whole place full of them kind of people, right?
Right.
And it was cheap labor, and they loved it. Well, now they just shut down all the sweatshops. They can't do it no more. So now they're not of no use to them anymore.
Yeah.
Okay?
But they still need
now
them.
They want to get them out of here. But
not
now
really.
You started the wave by letting them in
get
for the
them all
cheap
out.
labor. Okay, so now you want to kick them out because now the numbers are getting so large. Eventually, it's going to be so many of them. They're going to be the majority, and that's what they're scared of.
Right. Yeah. You want to close them borders, trying to get the gates up.
Because they're going to vote them out of power, and they're going to be in power.
Not necessarily, because down in Texas, they still vote for Republicans.
Here's the bottom line.
And I don't understand it.
I
I do not understand that.
Hey, sis, big sister.
Yes.
Until 1960, when they created television, really became a household product, and everybody had it. All blacks were Republicans.
Right. Yeah. That was true. That is true. Republican Party did start off with black
because of Abraham
folks.
Lincoln.
Republican Party did
Republican
started by
was
black
a different
folks.
party than today's Republican Party.
Yeah, they call it the Grand Old Party today. The Grand Old Party.
Right. That's what Billy was arguing. The GOP. There you go. Throw it up, my brother. I love the generation.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in this day and age, with there being so many Hispanics in Texas,
how is it that so many of our
Republicans are voted into office, including their governor? Amazing
to me.
See, we are overpopulated. No, they have an overpopulation than we do. So when the masses come out and then, they raise their families from the ground up to, you need to be what we are and you need to vote. When they're like 12, 13 years old, talking them into voting and going their way, just like a Mormon is raised. By the time they're 18, that they have to fully abide and everything is the way they treat them, just like a racist white mama would raise her son to be racist. It's the same goddamn gender.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm trying to keep it in we just don't need. I hate that I had to have conversations for people to feel that I'm cutting them off. I am not doing that.
Don't you say that again.
Listen, I got to say it as much as I can. But I forgot the last time I said it.
You're going to make sure that we know.
Exactly.
No, that was the first time I said it.
Okay.
What is wrong with you? I love everything. I want everybody inclusive, and things are here, and everybody is here. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Now, that might not be a conscious thought for anyone but myself, but at the same time, there you go. Thank you, Billy. I see the future in this man, and I see the future in my brother. There's my brother, there's my sister, and my other sister. Even though I can't see them, I know they're there. My thing of it is, like I say, this is a conversation that we have amongst each other as individuals of color. And then now, you can call yourself nigger, you can call yourself black, you can call yourself any definition you want. You know what I'm saying? But you still my brother.
Yes, indeed. Always gonna love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? To the end of time. All the way. You dig?
Amen.
To the end of time.
Matrix.
The Matrix. All right, Dig. Let's jump into the next video, y'all. I want to jump into the next video. So, Dig, in Chicago, here we go again. We got an issue going on in Israel right now that Chicago done dipped they toes into. So, I want to show y'all this clip real quick. Let me see if I can get this clip up. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Are we sharing? Yes. Okay, I'm sharing it. All right, here we go.
Why do fast keep doing this?
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Brothers and sisters who are attacking our brothers and sisters and siblings, we cannot be quiet. We must denounce it. We must organize. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Brothers and sisters who are attacking our brothers and sisters and siblings, we cannot be quiet. We must denounce it. We must organize.
So dig, man. This is Chicago's council member, right? And I guess he got ties to Palestine, right? So he got family connections. I don't know, but he's holding a rally downtown Chicago, right there, getting people riled up and choosing sides. You know what I'm saying? We saw what just went down a couple of days ago. Hamas, am I saying it right? Hamas done blew up Israel. Then, you know what I'm saying? Put their foot in their ass. And y'all seen the images on CNN. You know, they don't put their foot in their ass in Hamas. Hamas done did it, and now they mad. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Go
uproar
ahead. I
and
see Billy.
turmoil
Billy got his
going on.
hand up. Let him.
Go ahead, Billy.
Oh no, I'm good. I was just like this waving my hand, but I'm listening to y'all. I'm right here.
Yeah.
And this is what I want you to understand too. Listen to what I'm trying to say. The reason that these motherfuckers are doing this shit, for the first part, they never liked it. Come on now. If this is a new goddamn trick, then maybe I'm still gonna fall for the 3-car Molly.
Look, man, there's a lot going on, man, right now. So I think what's happening, you know, we had the alert, FEMA alert that just went down last week, right? So they gave us time to prepare to be nationally alerted if some catastrophic event go down in the United States. We got beef with China. We got beef with Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
We
you know
got
what? They're gonna get a
the shit that's
job.
going on in Israel. What you say? Get a job.
Donald Trump is the whole reason behind this shit. Even 8 years, 12 years later, that motherfucker.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
You know,
So dig.
blame
Check
it on
it
the
out.
alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol.
He got the Mickeys out there. Just the Ghetto News Network. Welcome to the Ghetto Update, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
easier to blame it on the motherfucker than just
So
my
wait a
man
minute.
brother, Billy.
What happened was this, right?
That's my brother.
Reel
The
them
city
in,
council
Fats.
member.
Reel them in.
Yeah, the city council member, he has ties to Palestine. So he was out there in a rally in Chicago trying to rally some people up against Israel. And you know how the United States, they buddy with Israel. So now they saying that Chicago, the administration in Chicago, the mayor's office has a problem with Israel. You know what I'm saying? Since they chose the Palestinian side. You know what I'm saying? So what y'all think about that, man? Chicago putting getting involved with some international things going on.
Man, don't nobody give a fuck about Chicago. It's New York and LA. They just a trip over your fucking feet, and then you know what I'm saying? Oh, did you make it through Chicago? Yeah, good. Get your ass over there, LA. See, Tupac didn't come from New York to go to goddamn Chicago. Because if that was in the spot, then he would have did that. He stopped over in LA. All I'm saying is that this is only two sides of the country. And they already said it. And they opened up and they said, you know what? There's only 2 cities that they can fuck up because there's more Jews in New York. They'll blow that up just like they did the last time. It becomes a big deal because there's more Jews in New York than there is in goddamn Gaza.
Yeah, dude. They got a large Jewish population in Chicago.
Somebody better start talking to or
huge
pay
in New
attention.
York and New Jersey, though.
They got more in New York and New Jersey.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely, you all. I lived in
Oh,
New
sure.
Jersey. I
Long as
lived with the Orthodox Jews.
Yes.
Oh man.
Literally,
Oh,
I
yeah.
lived
now,
with them.
all right, and this is what I want to back my big sister on, because there's a difference between the Orthodox Jews and the conservative Jews.
Hmm.
Y'all don't have, y'all
So the
got it so
conservative.
mixed up. You're not paying attention, and they telling you in your fucking face, and you still sit there and ignore it. The same things is happening to us as black people because we want to be able to be defensive because we know more than you. You don't have that passion I do.
Right. So
Walk
dig, check it out.
away from me with that bullshit that you trying to walk. I ain't trying to be white. I didn't ask to be born where I'm at. I didn't ask for the things. I was talking earlier. I remember I was raising my little brothers and sisters, and my mama just wouldn't buy diapers. No, she wouldn't go with Huggies and all that other commercial shit. You know, we had wet diapers, and I had to wash their shit in the toilet.
That was me.
See, ain't nobody talking about that. See, you ain't talking
Talking
about
about me.
nothing. You can't talk about where your shit come from if you don't know where it's going. You're just going to be somebody that always wants shit to be great. Oh, I should be on. What's the? I should be on. Take a picture. Take a picture. I should be here. I should be on the movie. I should be over here. No, I never lived my life like that. I never did. I live my life in the appreciation of that I have given.
That's right.
Now I want somebody to talk to me.
Speak on it, bro. Speak on it, man. You know what I'm saying? What you think about the appreciation, man, about people, man, people not appreciating each other while they still here.
Oh, you asking me? No, I'd
Yeah, I'm
rather
asking you.
anybody else.
Ain't nobody got
I don't
nothing
have
to
to
say.
explain
See, look at
myself.
that.
No.
I'm gonna go back to the same explanation
Go ahead.
again. I
Go ahead,
would
brother.
like to explain this, and it was the old Western
I can give
and the
it to
guy.
you.
Go ahead, go on, Bill. Or Dan.
I can give it to you
I love
in
Robert.
I can give it to you in the young generations lesson of learning it and where it's at today and why there's so much crazier than us and why the youngsters will never talk more than 2 minutes on their phone in a single month, but they'll do this video chat all day and they'll be on the Snapgram or the Insta Snap, whatever the fuck you call it, going
All day long.
yeah, that's where this shit comes from.
Attention.
And stuck in the fictitious world of fucking reality, of non-reality that don't make sense. And they're all acting fucking crazy on it. And this is our new fucking, okay, why do we have to deal with this shit? Why we're looking at it, because we understand. We know what common sense is, but they don't. They're lost in the shit. That's where that's going on.
Ain't no common sense. Dang. All
I'm
right,
not
dig.
showing
I'm gonna jump into
nobody
the
else.
last
Dan,
video
Dan
tonight.
sitting there. And I want him
Have you
to
heard about
speak.
the
Go ahead.
little young rap dude killed his mama so he could go to the bank and draw out all her money?
Dan, hey,
And be
Dan,
out throwing money at
hold
their
on a
party
second.
like
Are
he's
you
somebody.
talking about sound?
Huh?
Hello?
They arrested. They extra.
Who?
Are you
Yeah,
talking
hold
about
on a
Sergio
second.
Brown?
Not him. This was a little
Right
rapper
here
dude,
from
a
Mexico.
rapper wannabe gangster rapper or
Oh, I'm
something.
sorry.
He
I
went
thought
out
you.
and killed his mama.
Okay.
They arrested him finally.
Oh, I thought we
Yeah, he went out
were
and
talking about
killed his
something else.
mama
Day.
so he could get her money. And she only had like,
So-
I don't know, a few $1,000 in the bank, maybe $20,000, $40,000, $50,000. I don't know. But now
Oh
he out
my
at the club
God.
throwing money up, making it rain. And now he done killed his mama.
That's
But see,
crazy.
that's all about what Bill was talking about.
Where's this?
It's about the brand. It's about being on the brand.
Yeah, popping bottles and you know what I'm saying? And all that shit
Trying
they
to
see
give
on
you
the,
the base.
on the music videos is rented. Fucking look at, go look it up on the internet and see how much this mansion costed that they had in the video and this Maybach costed that. It was fucking rented. All that shit's fucking rented. The gold chains on their fucking neck is rented. They could not even afford that if they tried. I don't care how much money they fucking got.
A lot of it is fake. People don't know. Even the money.
Look at that. Look at the videos in slow motion.
money.
Look at the videos in slow motion on the money. It says promotional purposes only. Fake money.
Yep.
All right,
Fucked
I
up.
know
Ain't no
one
real
thing
life.
that Leslie is online, and her and I
Yeah.
had this conversation about the guy that supposedly he played with 2 or 3 different NFL teams, and they found his mother dead, and then he disappeared or something and went to some different place, and we were discussing that, and I thought that was real crucial because if you're a brother, why would you go kill your mama?
Exactly.
If
What he did that
Yeah,
for?
she was a
Leslie, give her the
73-year-old.
platform.
Well, yeah, I first heard about the story from Jordan, and a lot of people in the community knew who he was,
You
and he had
echoing, honey. Close the
Proviso
door.
East. Okay,
Go ahead.
what do I need?
Thank
Nah,
you.
you good. Go
He
ahead.
Keep
attended
talking. That's what
Proviso
you do.
East High School, and so people knew of him. And then, of course, as a athlete, that level of ism in it, and they knew who he was, and I guess at some point maybe he made him proud. Well, he has since 2016 with maybe his career ended. Mother was a Maywoodian for many years. I mean, probably most of, if not all of him. She was still a community. She was 73 years old, active, traveled quite a bit, and one of my girlfriends knew her personally because she participated in a dance class or whatever that they did like a couple times a week. And her sister had spoken to her frequently, and when she didn't return her call one day, she reached out and notified the police. They put out a search, and they found her body in a creek behind her home. And then
Behind her
the
house?
same day,
Oh man,
yes, it was a
that's
creek
just terrible.
that flowed behind her home, but it wasn't directly behind her where they found it, but it was in that creek that flowed behind the house, covered up with leaves or what have you. The way I understand it too was that she was found naked. So I don't know what that was about. But a neighbor did say that he caught him, the NFL player, Serge Brown, on a camera, and he appeared at his in the area on the ring the same day. Then the following day, I understand, is where he went live from Mexico, what have you, saying that he didn't know anything about it, or well, I guess they didn't find her. I think maybe 3 days later, she was a missing person.
Yeah.
But then, whenever they discovered her body, he was live saying on vacation, and and I understood that she had just come back from somewhere. But again, he disappeared and was a person of interest. But today he was, and it'd be surprised that you guys didn't know, because the link that I sent to you, Turk, was an ESPN link, and then I read something People's Magazine too.
Yeah.
So
See, that is what I'm
sadly,
saying.
he claims he didn't know anything about it, and of course, today I hear a story that was posted, I think, in New York something. It said that he had been arrested. He was extradited from, and he was arrested. So we'll see what happens.
Man.
Good. Goodbye. You get a free life. You and Butch and
He got
Billy,
free.
whoever else is, Billy, I'm putting you on there. You in the joint, man? Come on, Billy. Y'all not listening. I'm changing the movement. You enjoying it up here.
Got
And
that
Dan,
remix
hold
on.
on.
That's how we do it in the game.
Because I want everybody across this country, anybody that's watching it around the world, all I want everybody to understand, this is how we talk. We talk real, and we try to keep it real.
Right.
So it's a lot of things that people want to say, and I want them to be able to open up and do it. Go on, Q later.
All right, we got one
I'll
last
say
video,
this:
ladies and gentlemen. We're
if
gonna
we
jump
just
into. Go ahead, Les.
okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was
Go
just
ahead.
gonna
Go ahead.
say if it's proven and most people will have their opinions about what actually happened and that he killed his mom. I hope there's a fucking special place for his ass in hell.
Yeah, he definitely gonna spend some time.
Listen,
He definitely gonna do some time.
hell is supposed to be a better place than heaven. You know why? Because if you love and joy in your life, now you got to go back up to Mormonism.
To Mormonism.
Yeah, you got to go to heaven. You cannot move. You cannot think. Come on. Who thinks of this stuff? I don't know. This is the stuff they're making up to put in your mind. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? What happens to me afterwards? I know that God was put in for a reason, and I can deal with that as a human because that's all
We'll
I
find out
understand.
until we get there.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't never seen nobody respond back to me.
Right.
And I loved a lot of them.
And they ain't give you the love back. That's how I go.
No, that's
That's how I
terrible
go.
to say. Why you even say that? That's ridiculous. Listen,
No,
now
that's the
I'm just
hypocrisy
saying,
of the
I
people.
don't know, just like they didn't.
Right.
I'm more jealous and envious of them of already making that transition because I don't know what the hell I'm meant to expect. You can
Yeah.
In reality,
guess, throw it out there.
in reality,
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know where we
Go
came
read your
from.
book. I
We
love
don't
people that
know
read books.
where we go. We just on the way. That's all
And
we
we
know.
always say, "Oh, they're in a better place." Don't we always say that?
Right. You don't
Right.
know.
How we know?
I thought we said hell a few seconds ago.
Hey, I say it like this,
Yeah.
man. You know, everybody say when people transition, they say, well, you know, they're in a better place or they're in heaven. I say, well, damn, hell must be
Hey,
empty then,
bro.
huh?
Hey, curator. I'm in a better place
Yeah,
because I'm around
everybody ain't
people that
nobody
I can
saying that.
love
Yeah,
and I
everybody
and
saying
I
that.
adore and I trust and that I feel good. And I know even if they were indifferent to what I think, that he'll love them greater.
That's right. All right, dig. So we got one last video to jump out there before we end the show. I don't want to go ahead and share this video, man. Let's see what's to it. Y'all let me know. Oh, did it come up?
Backlash
Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
this morning
All right, go
online
back.
for this. Back here at home, the Chicago chapter of Black Lives Matter facing fierce backlash this morning online for this post on X, posting a silhouette of a parachuter with "I stand with Palestine" written beneath this, writing, quote, "That is all, that is it."
Taking me seriously.
The post referencing the Hamas terrorists who glided into Israel and carried out the shock attack on Israel. There were a number of cartoons appearing to blame Israel for these attacks. Joe Contra, your thoughts?
Black Lives Matter should be absolutely ashamed. Their national group should be condemning this. The fact that they put up that sick illustration of a paraglider, as we saw at that music festival, that's how they entered that music festival where young people were just celebrating and then they were mowed down. They were unarmed. And the fact that an American organization is celebrating this somehow, I can't even put into words.
Yeah, so here we go with this, right? We got the Black Lives Matter in
Yeah.
Chicago, no less. Here we go with the Chicago ties again. Black Lives Matter coming through and sharing their opinion about, you know, the attacks over Israel and siding with the Palestinians and stuff like that. Again, we got, you know, division. We picking sides now. We picking sides. Go ahead,
Let,
Tina.
let me just say that I think it was Harvard also. Their students issued something about their support of Palestine, and now the school is pulling back, right? Saying that they didn't speak for the entire school. So all of this is quite divisive because then it starts getting into Muslims versus Jewish people. You know,
Yes.
Right.
get into
Yes.
that thing, right? And then you get
Mm-hmm.
into the anti-Semitic stuff. So yeah, that's what's happening. So Harvard got their hand slapped, actually. So yeah,
So Harvard put out their little stint back in
and then
Palestine.
it pulled back. It was like a student group did it, but then the school was like, no, they don't speak for the entire school, and then they pulled back. Yeah.
Do you think we live in a society that has a lot of, I guess if you have support on social media that you will go ahead and push an agenda or view your opinion that may be opposite of someone else's thinking, they may say, well, I don't agree with that. Then people are afraid to be associated with their own opinion. Like Turk was saying earlier, people be phony kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So if you phony kicking it and you can't even voice your opinion, how you feel about something, even though you may have family members involved in the situation, you may have relatives, or whatever the situation may be, and you are part of that side, you can't even say nothing against the other side because the overwhelming majority, they support the other side. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
always say,
And what's wrong with
I told
some
somebody the
or
other
any
day.
particular group support Palestinians? I mean,
I haven't heard it.
Lee,
I'm on your side.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe in people chopping off 40 children's heads. I do.
I totally agree with that. But that's a terrorist group, but it does not represent the entire nationality of Palestinians. They don't represent all of them. Them as a people or saying that they.
Okay. All I'm saying, why did not the government stop these people from implicating them as being a problem? See, this is the thing about it. That was given an okay.
Why didn't the government terrorist? Why didn't the government stop the terrorists?
Exactly.
Yeah, they do have an intel department in Israel.
Exactly.
They have like a CIA.
Why did they not stop it?
Oh, that government. That government.
Oh, who are you talking about? Who was they you talking about in the beginning? Come on, cuz. My big sister.
Well, no, I understand what you were saying. Okay, so you're saying that why didn't the government, weren't they able to stop the terrorists? In my opinion, it's because you have so much of the infighting and protesters are going against Netanyahu. Those that turmoil and everything that surrounds him. Maybe some people sleeping at the wheel. They were, caught up in is properly, or maybe being a part of the resistance and give a shit that day. So things happen. The will.
So you think it just?
And they've been in it for a while.
They've been there. So they've been there the whole time.
That whole time. Playing it for, and they absolutely were waiting for that opportunity to be sleeping at.
There's two types. That's the reason why. Just like we have Republicans and Democrats over here, right? There's two types of Muslims. There's the Shiites and then there's the American ones, right? And then the ones that do the suicide bombings and everything are considered the Shiites that are over there that cause all the problems. And then we think about why didn't their government do anything? Because they're all the same people. They condone whatever they're doing, so nothing ever gets done. They do not care.
They Arabs connected.
They're connected.
All right.
Just like the Mexican mafia or the cartel. They're all connected. They stick out for each other. The government looks out for anything the cartel does, and they excuse them from it.
So why they trying to put Black Lives Matter?
I don't agree with that.
Black
nobody
Lives
can ever make you agree. It is all meant for everybody to understand. It ain't got nothing about whether you agree.
Right.
It's about whether you understand. All right, Dan, and I know you've been sitting there patiently, and I see you change the sign. You say the shot. And that's just been blowing my mind.
I'm down in the house. That's what's up.
We in the
What's going on? Did I not Dan, how long did we talk? Like 3 hours, 3.5?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Leslie, how long did we talk? Maybe 4. And I didn't get a chance with T. But I love it. This is my family. Here we go, y'all. We're going to swing this whole dynamic around because I don't want us to argue about things we have no control over. And this is what I want to control. I want this show to be about how blacks have not the opportunity to be able to speak like they talk to everybody else and want to be heard.
All right, go ahead, Billy.
Okay.
Well, the bottom line is we're all here for one reason because we're all united together. But we all have to be willing, no matter what we believe, to have an open mind to the education, so we can all be on the same page together. You know, and that was my problem in the beginning because when I lived out in Michigan, I only knew the paisa as the worker in the field. I never knew there was a difference. And I came out here to Arizona, and then I learned it's a Mexican American. I was like, wow, there's 2 different types. You know, so that kind of helped me grow to understand, educate myself to learn, okay, there's a difference. You know, I'm not racist towards the whole thing, or, you know, I'm not even racist at all, but like how I think one certain way towards the whole thing, the whole masses, which could be a negative type of a situation versus there's different types in the same category.
I would like to suggest that what he's suggesting is that he's never been around anything that would say anything other than this negative or positive. It's that simple.
As simple as that. So, Dig, man, that's all the videos we got for
No,
tonight.
fuck your videos.
Yeah.
Fuck your videos. Dan is gonna end this whole segment, and the
Go
rest of
ahead.
the queens is gonna do it. Don't ask me for an answer, but I want them to be able to come on because I asked Dan personally because I said I would say fuck this shit because realistically nobody's listening. They just want to talk. You know, Dan, my brother,
Go ahead,
and
Dan.
then my sisters. My sisters don't have a thing. Don't say nothing to me because I believe in them. I know who they are. My bloodline is flowing through them. They exist stone.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Dank. What you got to
I'm not
say to the people before
understanding.
we close out?
I'm supposed to close it out?
Yeah, what you got to
All
say
I
to the
can
people
say
before we close out?
Oh, well, hey, love, peace, and meatballs. I don't know, man.
Man.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. You know it's supposed to be chicken grease.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, man. No.
What you got to say? What you got to say to the people, Tina?
Hey, just keep it real, y'all. I enjoy being on here.
Beautiful.
What about you,
Sure.
Leslie?
Tuning in.
Well, what I want to say is that I think that given this world that we live in, where so many people have so many ways of expressing their opinions about anything, I agree with Billy. We do have to keep an open mind and try to see the other side because it's easy for us to paint a picture of this war in particular, where we say, "Oh, Hamas, those are the pain." They're shitty things too. And the Palestinians, that's their land too. I mean, if you force a people in tenements and you squeeze out and force them in an inhumane way, what do you expect? What do you expect? So, I mean, they've been fighting this war. They've been and this won't be the last one. I really sad to say, how many have they fought? To not have a group of people can't not live in a humane, decent, way. There's never gonna be any peace. So.
Yeah, it's not gonna be no peace. I done gave up on the peace and unity. That whole thing is a dream. I never see it in my lifetime. It ain't gonna happen. It's always gonna be. Go ahead, Billy. What you got? Then I'm gonna let Turk finish close us out.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
got you.
Yeah, got you. Right. So yeah, pretty much, like Leslie, it's just all about like Democrats, Republicans, like, you got the Bloods and the Crips out there in the streets, right? I mean, it's one believes in one way and one believes in the other, and we're all fighting against each other. That's what's going on here in America. But then in those third world countries, they're all the same people together that's fighting against each other and killing each other. It's like, why do we have to go to that? You know, expand our minds, be willing to have an open mind and sit back. We're all smart enough, especially us. I mean, we have a gift. We have to learn it. It's being smart and learning to perceive things and learning to get along. Like, just like Dr. Martin Luther King says, we all need to get along, and we need to learn how to perceive and dissect this shit to understand in our own brain, to get a better understanding, to be a much better person as a Black person. Black power.
For sure.
For sure.
All right, bro. Go ahead and close us out, man. Close us out.
What is a great student? It's a person that thinks of things that he never thought about before. You cannot be a great teacher unless they start believing and understanding the greatness of themselves. So, with anybody else out there think that they're less than, then you were more than everybody else that made you feel that way. And I want everybody to realize one thing in life: that love ain't no French fries, and it ain't no Big Mac deal. See what I'm saying? It is a reality that comes within you. Now, if you cannot pull the real love that you really have out of you, then what you're doing is pulling love out of something else that you call it. Now, with that being said, I will be quiet and I will be silent. Nope. Oh, you. Hey, so with the rest of it.
Yeah, part 2. With the Matrix. Go ahead, Billy. Billy put the Matrix on. Part 2. Bring it back. Oh, man.
I want all of you all to laugh and stop being so hateful about things. Because realistically, it is all a joke. We all love one another. We already know the answers. But we just all fight against each other, against the true answers. And that's the one that really disappoints me the most. Done.
Man, this has been another Ghetto Update, ladies and gentlemen, man. Look, man, we need you to like, subscribe, follow, and share this channel, man. And go ahead and follow us at TGU63rd on YouTube, and check us out, man. Every Wednesday night, it's going down in the ghetto. Thank you to my panelists, you know what I'm saying? Turk, Billy Go, Leslie, Tina, my cuz Dank in the building, you know what I'm saying? And I'm your man, I'm your host, and your producer, and your engineer, Faster Dollar. I did the show, everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody, man. Salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Love and peace, y'all. Peace. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. Peace.
I got it on live. It's official now. I'm impossible to stop. Ain't no way you're leaving on top because I got it on live. Climb my way up now and I ain't falling. I ain't calling it game. You see, I got it on live. Ain't no changing me. I'm exactly as I came to be. Better cut me up and hold these federals as they